Well, I've been on the board of the Public Education Foundation since 2008, and I've had a chance to see a lot of the programs in action. And the thing I love about the foundation is that there are many traditional things that the foundation does, such as providing scholarships. Think about it, how important that is in a student's life to have money, to be able to go to community college or to go to a four-year institution. So that's a very important program for the foundation.
The scholarships from the Public Education Foundation are so important because they give opportunity to people who most likely wouldn't have the opportunity if it weren't for these donors.
And the scholarship to me meant, one, to achieve my goal of kind of becoming a teacher and teaching history and spreading my love for history and government to other students.
I'm graduating in 3.5 years with my bachelor's in nursing.
This upcoming year, I'll be starting my 8th year in Clark County School District, teaching American government, and excited.
The Public Education Foundation also works with providing supplies to teachers through the Teacher Exchange, but in a very creative way. You know, corporations can get involved, individuals can donate things. And I just love the story of how one company had these tiles they couldn't use, and a math teacher was so excited, you know, who said, oh, I can use that for counting tools for my kids. So I'm a big fan of the Teacher Exchange. The Public Education Foundation really tries not just to look at how things are done now, but to think about change. How can we change things? How can we do it better? How can we better engage everyone? What's working in terms of literacy and involving the whole family?
Our programs revolving around literacy and family engagement help families to feel that they have a place at school, to feel that they have a place at the table to help their child learn. Our programs also aim to help children feel that they have a place at school and that school is a safe place for them.
The family literacy program takes those parents into a classroom. They experience what their children are experiencing. They shadow the teacher, the child, replicate some of the techniques at home. They sit through a classroom and learn English, but not just vocational English. It's English that mirrors what their children are learning in the classroom, so they can feel comfortable opening the backpack and helping with homework when they get home.
The Public Education Foundation is trying to have this ongoing high-level dialogue about the quality of our education, and we should all feel passionate about trying to make it better every day. And so I think the Leadership Institute grew out of that, and I was part of the inaugural class, and I got to know so many wonderful principals and administrators, and there were also people there from the private sector like me, and it was just a wonderful opportunity to be part of this conversation about the importance of education in our community.
And so one of the powers of the Executive Leadership Academy is the fact that we bring both education leaders and business leaders to the table at the same time to have conversations. There is great knowledge out there in the business world that we can learn and use and apply to our school campuses every day. That trains the leaders to understand how to be a different decision maker. You don't have to follow status quo. What can you do differently to impact your students, your adults, to unleash their potential and get the results that you ultimately need in the end?
After you go through the academy, you have this drive that you want to impact education in a greater way, in a positive way, and that there is a possibility of creating change and being a catalyst for that change. This was powerful. This was our district, our team, all together working on a common mission of improving education. And so it was more like a think tank.
And so I think this Leadership Institute, by saying to the principals, empowering them, think about how you can do something different, better. How can you seek funds for that program that you see is absolutely working at your school and you want to be able to continue it, to keep doing it. So I love the Public Education Foundation, as I said, because it does, yes, traditional things, but it also tries to think outside of the box, to pilot programs, to really move things forward, but mostly to try to help this community understand we are all in it. So the foundation really is living out, one of its mottos, we drive change.